This is Josh Bycer from GameWisdom.com. I hope you enjoyed this Critical Thought, your daily discussion on game design. Welcome everyone to today's Critical Thought. As always, thank you to 936 subscribers here on YouTube. Hope everyone's enjoying the content, and for you first-timers, be sure to like and subscribe as we are slowly inching our way up to 1,000. For the 900 Let's Play, since no one else voted, I guess I'll have to make the deciding vote, and it's going to be a Bastion Let's Break. It's been a while since I played the game, and it's a really good example of a game with adaptive difficulty. And that should be starting soon. If you haven't already checked it out yet, be sure to watch the beginning of my Let's Break of Salt and Sanctuary. I want to see how quickly I can get through the game, and hopefully get through that before going back to either Hitman or Bastion. As you probably are aware, today as we're recording is Thanksgiving. I hope you're all having a great Thanksgiving, and that also means it's time for sales. Whether it's Black Friday, Cyber Monday, the Steam Autumn Sale, there are a lot of discounts going around, and that's what I wanted to talk about with today's Critical Thought. The idea of sales in the game industry has become a major cornerstone of not just developing games, selling them, and of course buying them. And of course, for those of you who are fans of Game Wisdom, it's time to take another shot as we're mentioning Steam. Steam is of course the real, I guess, bringer of sales from a few years ago with the Steam Summer Sale, and shocking the gaming community with the fact that games could go on sale for 75 and 90% off. Since then, as we are no doubt aware, everyone has gotten in on the fun. From GOG, Humble Bundle, Origin, Best Buy, Target, you name it. For me, this time has gotten to the point where I'm not too excited about it. One, because I don't have the money for a lot of buying right now. And two, I've already bought so many games from sales previously, and of course press copies, that it's hard to get excited by 75% off these days. And that's actually a really good point. The sales mentality has certainly seeped into all aspects of the game industry, for good and for bad. For consumers, it means that we're able to get access to a lot more games than we would have normally. For developers, it means that it's becoming a lot harder to get top dollar for your game. Either people are going to expect your game to go on sale, or they're simply going to not even look at your game at $50, $60, or even for indie developers, $30 or $25 to $30. And it's definitely raising some interesting questions. We've talked about the concept of the race to the dollar, race to a dollar before, where developers have been trying to essentially outdo themselves with sales to try and get your money. Now, the thing with the video game industry is that this isn't like other markets where one platformer is the same as another, one shooter can be compared to a strategy game, stuff like that. And because of that, it makes it really hard to use dollars or use price as a measurement of quality. When it comes to the act of selling or sales, this has actually become a major part of releasing games as well. As I just said, right now as I'm recording this, the Steam Autumn Sale is going on, and what that means for developers, especially indies, is you shouldn't be releasing your game right now, especially if you're expecting to get full price for it. And it's the same kind of holiday rush that the AAA market is known for. For those of you who don't follow too many things in terms of the market trends, September to November are usually the big times for the AAA market, because they're getting ready for the holidays. It doesn't make sense to release your game the week of Christmas. You want to release your game a month or two before so that everyone's excited about and it gets on Christmas holiday lists. And therefore, when it goes on sale on Amazon or whatever, even if it's just a simple $10 off, it gets those people interested. Now, there's other avenues for selling your game as well, or selling it, and Humble Bundle is a big one. But for those of you who don't understand like the game development or the game pricing side of things, when you put your game on Humble Bundle, you're not going to be really making a profit. Remember, when someone buys a game on Humble Bundle, they're allowed to decide where their money goes, be it charity, the Humble Bundle itself, other studios in the bundle, and of course your studio. So if people are spending like $1 on a bundle of games, you're not really going to be seeing all that much of it. And it's a common rule or a common rule of thumb for developers. You're not putting a game on Humble Bundle if you're expecting profits. And if you are, well, you're nuts. Let's just put it that way. Now, with the act of putting your game on sale, the different factors of that have certainly come interesting points. Some developers, for instance, will, when their game goes out, will put like a 10 to 15% discount. Some developers will raise their prices during early access and then lower them. And of course, when it's time for a sale, you have to decide just how much you're willing to go down. Now, this next part, this is a friend of a friend kind of thing, but it's come to my attention from developers I've spoken to, who I won't name names, that they do get an idea when a big sale is coming from Steam or GOG, and they're usually asked if they want to be part of one of the bigger promotions or the front page sales. This is when they get, 75, or I'm sorry, it's like usually 50 to 90% off. These are the games that get put on the big front page. I'm loading up my Steam sale right now, and you can see, like, I'm seeing games on there like highlighted deals. Some of them are new games that are 25% off. Others are older games which are 50 to 80% and maybe even more. And the idea of putting your game on sales is an important point. Usually your hard fans are hardcore. They're going to buy your game usually day one unless they don't have the money. The purpose of sales is to get the people who aren't going to buy your game. These are the people who may have seen and go, I don't know, do I really want to spend that money on it? Remember, the lower the price, the lower the barrier of entry. And raise your hand if you've bought a game for like $2 to $3, even if it's something that you know you don't even like the genre, simply to give it a chance to try it out. And that's the beauty of sales from a consumer point of view. There are games that I've bought that I know I would never have bought if they weren't on sale. And in those cases, you're basically getting $3, $4, $5 from someone that you would have otherwise would have gotten $0. And of course, the word of mouth of a good sale can also help factors. I've seen cases where people have bought games on deep discount just to give it to their friends or to have essentially an impromptu Christmas or holiday gifts for their family and friends. And that's always the beauty of sales. But from a developer point of view, the bigger issue comes from the fact that if people are expecting your game to go on sale, it's going to become that much harder to get top dollar. I know I mentioned that a few minutes ago. A while ago, I spoke to developers like John Schaefer, Chris Park, and other developers who've been around for a usually medium to longer period of time in the industry. And the question I asked them is, do you think we can see an indie game be released for $40, $50, or $60? Now, we can of course bring up No Man's Sky, but that may be proven to be an exception to the rule in this case. But the point being, when people see a game put on Steam or on sale, they're expecting a deep discount. It's almost like to say that it's better to not go on sale rather than have like a 3 or 5% sale. It almost seems like a slap in the face. And when we have a major sale like what's going on with Steam and Black Friday and Cyber Monday, the games that stick out are the ones that either have too low of a discount or don't have a discount at all. And this goes into a greater discussion when it comes, to marketing your game, and especially knowing when to release it. But that's going to be for another time. Like I said, it is Thanksgiving today, and I'm going to have to go get something to eat soon. So we're going to wrap it up for now. Like I said, I don't think we're going to do a Game Wisdom Live tonight, but I should do some general streaming. Otherwise, as always, thank you so much for tuning in. Again, happy Thanksgiving to my US fans, and I guess to the international audience as well. Like I said, be sure to like and subscribe, and be sure to check out the upcoming Let's Plays. As always, I'm Josh Bycer from GameWisdom.com, where we examine the art and science of games. Hopefully you won't go too broke on the sales this week, and I will catch you all tomorrow with more great content here and on GameWisdom.com, as well as this week's Perceptive Podcast. Anyway, have a great dinner tonight, and I'll see you all then. Take care. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoy it, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and of course share with your friends. It always helps out. For daily posts on all manner of game design and industry topics, check out game-wisdom.com. To support the site and everything that I do, be sure to check out the Patreon campaign. If we can hit goals, it will mean more content for everyone to enjoy, and I'll be able to support myself and my household. If you want to follow me, you can find me on Twitter at GWBycer for updates throughout the day and random thoughts from me. And lastly, you can find me on Twitch right over there at GWBycer for daily streams most nights around 10 Eastern. Thanks again for watching the video, and be sure to check out more great content coming to the Game Wisdom channel real soon.